So what is up, guys? I'm skipping the usual intro. I want to say welcome, of course, to everybody, and just subscribe, just subscribe, okay? I just want to check back with you guys on a video I did yesterday. Yesterday, I made this video. You're now seeing in the image here. Is it on the screen? It's on the screen. It was about Call of Duty is dying because of cheaters, specifically zoomed in on Warzone. The amount of cheaters, big YouTubers, streamers are quitting Warzone because the game is just out of control. Out of every 10 games you play, between 4 and 6, you will encounter hackers, wall hacks, aimbots, the whole goddamn thing. It's completely unplayable. Now, Activision has come with a statement now because damage control, right? The first thing you need to do when you want to control damage is to sit down and think from the perspective of the people you're addressing, not from your own perspective. Don't call marketing, say, I need buzzwords so it sounds like we're doing something. No, you need to sit down and think from, okay, we've got a player base, my customers. What do they want to hear? They want to hear you take action, right? So this is the official blog of Activision, right? This is Activision.com, a official blog, okay? So there is no place for cheating in games. Warzone has zero tolerance, blah, blah, blah. That is point of start, right? So this issue is being made on the February 2nd, 2021. Again, they start with, we have zero tolerance for cheaters across Call of Duty or Call of Duty Warzone. Our focus is to combat both cheaters and cheat providers. Kudos. Today, we banned 60,000 accounts for confirmed cases of using cheat software in Warzone, bringing our total to date of more than 300,000 permabans worldwide since launch. Okay. This doesn't say anything. It doesn't say anything. 60,000 accounts for confirmed cases of using cheat software in Warzone today. But are these accounts still active? Maybe these accounts were months ago used for the last time. Some idiot thought it was fun to use some cheat software, never played it again, and you banned it for using cheat software in Warzone. And you banned an account. You didn't ban the guy behind the PC. You banned his account. This is 2021. 12-year-old can bypass this, right? This doesn't say anything. And on top of that, 300,000 permabans. If that would mean any shit, we wouldn't be in this situation. Hacking is a huge issue to date. Do you know how many players we have? 75 million unique player accounts on Call of Duty Warzone. 75 number of players of Call of Duty worldwide as of August 2020. And from those 75 million, you banned 300,000 since launch. This statement already doesn't kick off very well. We also continue our efforts to identify and address cheat providers at the source who distribute unauthorized third-party software for modding and hacking. Are you concerned with software for modding and hacking for Warzone or for the entire industry? Because who gives a rat's ass who's modding or hacking in Fortnite? And on top of that, modding is quite commonly used in all sorts of games. There are people modding their way through Resident Evil 2 by giving Jill all kinds of hot, sexy pants and walking around in lingerie, not lingerie. So this also doesn't mean anything. We also continue our efforts to identify and address. What identify? How do you identify? What have you been identifying? His shoe size? I don't know. And address cheat providers. How do you address? Send them flowers or a note, please don't do this again. What is it you're doing? That is what people want to hear. We are committed to delivering a fair and fun experience for all players. Well, if you're Activision, I wouldn't start your sentence with delivering a fair experience. Your business model is far from fair, and the experience up to date is not really fun with all those hackers. So it's fine that you're committed to it, but if you're already committed so long in giving people a fun experience, and we're winding up in this shit situation, then you need to rethink your own strategy of how you execute your commitment, because that's the biggest problem. This is a dedicated focus for our security enforcement and technology team. I'm not sure what you're saying here, because if you, I still need to encounter the first organization who says we are committed to delivering a bullshit experience for all players. This bullshit experience is a focus for all our teams. This is the base of any normal organization, that you're committed to fair and fun, right? So this doesn't say anything. It's a lot of words, not a lot of content. Since launch, we've taken a number of dedicated action. Weekly packed security updates. Okay, you got a lock on the door. What is this security update and what is it doing? What are the results? Because if you say weekly back-end security updates, it suggests that you've already been working that for the last weeks. Since launch, or maybe a few months ago. When is weekly starting? What is the backend? Is it the server? Is that what? Is that the source code? What? We all know that your code of Call of Duty can't handle very complex anti-cheat codes, because if you do that, the input lag, the lag, and just the whole experience would not really be fun and fair at all. So what is your security update? Improved in-game reporting mechanism. I just logged on to Warzone on PC and console. Reporting mechanisms are all the same. So I'm not sure what you improved here. What? Did you hire some kind of a fucking monkey that is reviewing this, or what? Added two-factor authentication, which has invalidated over 180 suspect accounts. Why would you invalidate an account that is suspect? A suspect account. So you suspect someone, and then you are judge, jury, and executioner all of a sudden. You don't even know if... Why is the absence of a two-factor authentication all of a sudden suspicious? This doesn't make any sense. On top of that, 180 or 75 million, you're not making any sense. You're not going to tell me that all 75 million accounts have a two-factor authentication apart from these 180. Doesn't say anything. Eliminated numerous unauthorized third-party software. Which one? What did they do? What are the company names? Numerous. You know, I had numerous of girlfriends. For some people, that's just one or two. For other people, that's 10, 20. What are you saying here? Nothing. Increased dedicated teams and resources across software development, engineering, data science, legal, and monitoring. Increased dedicated teams. Increased dedicated teams and resources across software development. Okay. Well, you can just buy third-party software to help you secure shit. You know, you don't have to design everything in-house. Engineering. Okay, something wrong with your engineering. Data science. You don't need extra people. You need just, I know, good platforms. You can just, for example, in the past we used, where I work, Cloud Foundry, which can also work to detect anomalies in security. Legal and monitoring. Why would you need an extra lawyer? Are you going to sue all those 300,000 permabans accounts? What are you doing here? Monitoring. Yeah, well, now instead of 2, you now have 3 people watching a screen? Jesus Christ. You're not saying anything, Activision. In addition, we're increasing our efforts and capabilities in these key areas. Enhancements to our internal anti-cheat software. Well, fuck yeah, because your anti-cheat software is just non-existent. What anti-cheat software? Enhancements, just the sheer creation of the software is indeed an enhancement. But okay, what are you going to enhance? What is broken? Because if you're enhancing something, shit is broken. You know? So what was not functioning well? What are you going to do? Additional detection technology. This is who created this? A junior marketing hire of maybe 18 years old, just dropped out of school and now is in charge of writing your texts, adding new resources dedicated to monitoring and enforcement. You already said this there. Increase dedicated teams for monitoring. Why would you repeat yourself? Why? Regular communication updates on progress. More two-way dialogue. Between whom? Monkeys? Lizards? The mice in the cafeteria? What is the content of the dialogue? Regular communication updates on progress. Between whom? Your mother, your father, your sister? Whom? You're not saying anything here. Zero tolerance for cheat providers. You already said that in April 14, 2020. Why does this make any difference now? None. Consistent and timely bans. No, it's not. All of a sudden, because the shit became too big, you're banning 60,000 accounts without explaining who these accounts were, if they were active in a... this can't mean anything. This can mean anything. Consistently and timely bans. For what? For what? What are you banning? The security and enforcement teams have additional measures coming, both preventive and enforcement throughout this year to root out both cheaters and cheat providers. Throughout this year? We're gonna wait another 12 months? What? We know cheaters are constantly looking for vulnerabilities, and we continue to dedicate resources 24/7 to identify and combat cheats, including aimbots, wallhack trainers, site hacks, texture hacks, leaderboard hacks, injectors, hex editors, and any third-party software that is used to manipulate game data or memory. Well, you're failing miserably. 75 million people playing this shit. On our ongoing security and enforcement efforts, our franchises wide across Warzone, Modern Warfare, Black Ops 4, Warzone Communication, the Warzone, blah, 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 blah. There's no place for cheating. We're committed to this cause. We are listening and will not stop in our efforts. If this needs to... Maybe... This is not saying anything. This is just the same statement you guys made in April 14, 2020 by the Call of Duty staff. We take all forms of cheating very seriously, and playing fields for everyone is our highest priorities. We've been enforcing account bans since day one. To date, April 13, 2020, we issued more than 70,000 permabans worldwide. Accounts. We employ a number of programs in place. Secure teams monitoring 24/7, investigating data and potential infractions. You're saying the same thing here. A year ago, the teams review all possible cheats and hacks. It's 2021, right? Do you still need someone to identify an aimbot? Jesus Christ. We're working to improve our in-game system for reporting potential cheating. We've updated our in-game reporting mechanisms. Working to improve our in-game system reporting, okay? For all reports that are received in-game, they're both analyzed and filtered back on key data. What data? What's key about the data? What? Once investigations are complete, we will continue to work as quickly as possible to ban. Well, you don't have to work quickly as possible. Banning is quite simple, just go in, take the account, delete it. Moving forward, we will aim to provide a regular count on the latest numbers of bin issues as needed. Yeah, so this is exactly the same statement as in January or in April 2020, and we're now 1 year later almost, and this is just saying nothing. So basically, guys, if you're playing Call of Duty Warzone, you're pretty much screwed. So just take into account cheating is a vital part of Warzone. It's not going to go anywhere in the near future. This is Movement 6.